Hello students, today we are going to deal with second chapter. You see about name of the chapter is Principles of Management. Now what is principle? You don't have to be confused about principle and principles. Principles is nothing but some of the rules and regulations, or you can say, or some of the disciplines. Disciplines you can say, or code of conduct. Code of conduct you must say, or else you must say some of the suggestions or some of the advices, right? So principles of management in the sense, if you are working with any management field, you must know some of the principles. Principles are some of the rules regulation. Take a simple example, you have some rules and regulation to come in a school or colleges. You have some of the uniformity, you have a uniform textbook subject. So these are some of the disciplines, rules, regulation, or you can say some of the principles, right? Basic terms are there. So same way, if you are dealing with any management sector or field, you also have to follow some of the principles, right? And this principle, why we need it for management or business? We needed such principle for taking better decision. Why we need this? Because to take some better decisions regarding what business could be of any short-term decisions, long-term decision, investment decision, financial decision. So business must know about how to take decision in a better way. For what? For achieving business or organization's goal, or you can say objectives. Even the second term is aspiration, right? So this principle help you for what? For taking good decision for your business and even to achieve your business goal. And these principles are considered to be the flexible. They are very flexible in terms. Flexible in the sense which can be changed as per the situations or circumstances, right? Even the second word which is given in your textbook is which is not rigid, which is not rigid, means flexible. Principles can be changed as per the situation. Take example, company A and company B. There are two companies and they are dealing with the same problem. What is the problem is sales not increasing, right? Understand it very clearly, because only that will understand why we need the principles. Now company A and B, both companies are there. They are dealing with the same problem of sales is not increasing of particular product. Now company A has gone for, you can say, survey or analysis, whatever, to the department, and they have seen principle is given. Only I am giving example. Principle, if only any export is given, when sales is not increased, you have to decrease your price. It is just a suggestion given. अगर कंपनी के प्रोडक्ट का सेलिंग बढ़ नहीं रहा है तो हम हमारी प्रोडक्ट की प्राइस कम करें, राइट? और यही सेम प्रॉब्लम इज टू बी फेस्ड बाय बोथ द कंपनी. अब हमें क्या करना है? वी हैव टू सी what problem is actually faced by company A and what problem is actually faced by company B. So after that they have come to the conclusion. They have seen company A has a problem of quality, whereas company B had a problem of price. The problem was same, sales was not increasing, but the conclusion had come, they had a quality issue and they had a price issue. So this principle is not applicable to the both. This is applicable to the company B, but this is only the suggestion given that you can follow. Wherever you stuck in any decision taking in the business or management, you can at least follow such a kind of principle. So you can say company A must have taken the decision to change polythene, right? So these are the flexible, which is not rigid. You can say no compulsory to follow, then only will success. This is not the correct. So these are the principle of management mean. Now let's see about nature. Nature is nothing but features and characteristics. These are the synonym of this word. See the first nature, it is universal acceptance. Nature means characteristics on features. Now this principles of management universal accepted. Universal in the sense which is required everywhere. Whenever you have to work for two or more person are there for completing any goal, achieving any objective and working in management, you need the principles, right? And even it is universal acceptance. It is not like this generally management is required for education, sports or health. It is required in relations activity as well. So these principles are followed and it is universal acceptance. And it is given, it is based on principle. I am reading it from your textbook itself. Principles of management can be applied to the most of the business unit wherever there is a need of human collective efforts. These principles are required. However, implementation of all the principles may change as per the time, form, activity and size of business unit. It is generally differed as per the size, time or activity of business. Now, how it is different? Size of the business would be a large scale business, small scale, type of business, kind of primary, secondary or tertiary or service sector. Activity they are doing. They might be dealing with the secondary activity, they might be dealing with the service activity or any kind of production activity they are doing. So, these principles are depend upon the size, type and activity. Second is flexible. Flexible, I already said, which is not rigid. Flexible in the sense principles, only suggestion is given. It is up to your company whether to accept, whether to implement or not. So they change as per the circumstances or situation of the company. Third is general guidelines. Guidelines is again the principles. Only just I give the example to understand the general guidelines or advice they give, but it's not necessary you have to must follow. So their general guidelines are given by any of the expert to keep in mind the general views or general problems are being faced by any business. Fourth is based on human behavior. Generally, what you have to do in a management, you have to get your work done to the others. Others, you can say people or workers. हमें किससे काम करवाना है, दूसरों से करवाना है, subordinates, workers. So it is generally based on human behavior. So principles can be changed on the basis of human behavior. I am reading it. As human is at the center of management, the principle of management may seem to have a big effect on the human behavior. Principles of management has a direct relation to the human behavior, and as per the behavior is a psychological phenomenon, it is necessary to consider while implementing principle of management. You have to keep in mind about the psychology, mentality, physical capability, education of the human who is coming to a company to earn profit or to earn money. So it is generally based on human behavior. Fifth is a contingency. Contingency synonym is emergence, or you can say for the backup. Sometimes business unit may face unavoidable cannot be avoidable. So what we have to do in such a situation, we have to take a guidelines advice from the principals or advices given by any expert. So contingency is one of the elements to apply the principle of management. Achievement of goal can be made easier by taking required decision through usage of these principles in the certain unavoidable situation. Again, unavoidable in the sense which cannot be avoided by, which are not in the control of management, such as to pay appropriate and reasonable wages to the employees. This criteria of being fair and reasonable depended upon the concern regarding unnecessity and contingency of the affecting factors. There are other factors which also affect the business. So these are the nature or characteristics of features of the principles of management. I hope you all have understood